Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, how can I get a nice RGB like masked? Now don't you worry, I'm here to teach you. Now first things first, what I want to mention is that not everybody gets RGB nickname. How can you check and see if you're eligible for that nickname is by actually doing slash ranks, and over here you can see the perks of every single rank. Now, RGB nickname is for people that have Survivor and above or VIP. As you can see over here, it says slash nick RGB. Do note that slash nick isn't an actual command, but slash nickname is. So please, when you're doing your RGB or even nicknaming yourself, you need to do slash nickname, not slash nick. Now, if you're MVP plus, you only get slash nickname, and that means you can only change your in-game name to match something else. Do note that this doesn't mean that your in-game name will be, for example, here, Mask in Black. I am still very much Mask Saint. As you can see, if I do try to message myself, my in-game name is still Mask Saint, and this is also the same thing for when you're going to be voting, so please keep that in mind. Now, next thing is to how to actually do the RGB. Now, it's actually pretty simple. What you can do if you're on VE, you can do slash RGB and it will give you a direct link to the website we use. Now, you definitely don't need to go on VE to access this website. It's just a website. You can Google BirdFlop and it will actually pop up. So as long as you have Google, you can definitely access it. If you don't have Google, skill issue. But yeah, this means that you can also access this website through mobile, so it's pretty easy to do an RGB both on PC, mobile, or wherever you want. Now, first step, when every single time you open this website, it's going to look like this. Now, what you definitely always need to do is to go to options and color format, just click this and change it to MiniMessage. What you might be asking, what does this change? This changes it so that this isn't like this, it just changes this. This is basically what you will be copying in game, and in Vanilla Europa, this is the only way you can get RGB. Long ago, you were able to do this, but as of today, do you know all this information is as of today? So if it's ever maybe in the future, maybe hell, 2 days later, who knows what can happen. If it ever changes, I will do an update, but this video will be irrelevant. So note that all this information is as of today. Alright, now, after you've done MiniMessage, note that again, if you don't have MiniMessage, this will not work, and 99% of the time, the issues that I've personally seen that people have is they don't have MiniMessage. So, after that, the second thing that you need to check is the formatting. If you're on mobile, formatting will be under presets in such a way. So, it's gonna be like how options is, and presets, and decode, but it's going to be formatting. Please don't turn any of these on. The only people that have access to this is admins. As you can see, Spoon, he's actually an admin, not a mod, but he's too good to have the admin role. Woo, we get it. But yeah, only admins can have it, like Spoon, Slav, Edoc, or Zapsy, because they're too good for us. Alright, we're just commoners. But yeah, you cannot have any bold, italic, underline, etc. So please keep this as alphanumerical, which means only numbers and letters or an underscore. You can't have at, hashtag, dollar sign, all of these things. Now you might have noticed in chat, for example, is there anybody? Yeah, ints. If you look at ints, as you can see, he has like, if you look at my glasses, you can see he has like stars and a heart. Those aren't tags. Those are actually something that long ago, a while ago, VE kind of fucked up and people were able to put text called like what was it called? It's text art. Yeah, text art into their nickname. So a lot of people were able to like take advantage of this. For example, Ins has the stars and the heart, which normally you aren't able to do them. So do note that as of today and a while ago, you can't do this anymore. So you can only have it alphanumerical, which is numbers and letters. Now, moving on. The next step is to actually choose your nickname. What do you want to be nicknamed? Now, in this context, I'm going to be masked in black because that's who I am. And if you don't like it, you can cry about it. So, I'm going to nickname myself this. You can definitely still nickname yourself as your actual in-game name, and that's perfectly fine. Now, the next step is to actually go into the colors. Ooh. Now, as you can see, it's very self-explanatory. The color amount is how many colors you want. Do note that there is a limit to how many you can have. It's just the normal Minecraft text thingy. But as for your nickname, you can have approximately between, not approximately, you can only have between 3 and 16 letters slash numbers. So if you have 2 or 17, it won't work. So everything between 3 and 16. So nothing less than 3, nothing more than 16. Now you might be asking, but Mask, DW has 2. He's just built different, okay? Deal with it. Cry about it. I don't give a shit. I Alright. But yeah, DW is a special case where he only has 2 letters, and now you can't have 2 letters. Now, moving on. The next step is to actually choose your color. To choose your color is very simple. You can simply, it's literally just click this and move this around. Move this up and down. Darker, lighter, darker, lighter. Wow, colors, I know. Now, what you might notice is a few things. Now, I'm going to start talking about tips and hacks and stuff that you can do for fun. Now, say you want a simple purple to dark purple color, for example, and you've already chosen this. You want your beginning of your name to be this color. What you can do is copy this and paste it here. Do you note you do need to copy and paste the hashtag, and you can simply make it darker. Boom! You see, this is actually a very cool little thing. You can definitely copy paste these, and these, by the way, for anybody wondering, these are hex codes or hex colors. If you Google hex colors, you can definitely find every single one of these. For example, if you have a pure white, it's chat, and if you look here, it's the same in chat. So definitely all of these you can copy paste them. Another thing that I can highly recommend is actually looking up gradient hex colors. What does this mean? It means it can actually give you pre-made gradients. As you can see here, if you like this, you can literally just pick 5 colors and copy every single one individually. Again, you do need the hashtag, so if you copy only the numbers, it won't work, so you definitely need the hashtag as well to be there. So okay, so if you don't have the hashtag, it won't actually paste the color properly. Alright, moving on, the other thing that you can do is actually randomize. As you can see, there's a dice button here, and you can click it, it randomizes it, and as you can see, it's very nice. The more colors you have, the more messy it will look, but I personally recommend between 2 and 5 tops. I personally like 2 and 3, so you can definitely do this. Now, just for testing, I'm going to use the 3, and I'm going to use 3 very different colors so you can see what I'm talking about. So over here, I'm going to use white, green, and red just so I can show you this. This is a slider. As you can see, the more I move the white, the more it takes over. As you can see, if I put the white here, that actually shouldn't have happened. My bad. This is actually something I don't know when it happens, but there is a way where you basically copy this over, but it shouldn't. As you can see, it should have been like this. Now I'm Italian, mamma mia. Um, but yeah, this is a slider where you can basically adjust how much of a color you want. God damn it, no. Sometimes it's annoying, trust me. Sometimes it's annoying. You need trial and error, but yeah, bear with me. But yeah, this is how much you want to choose between a color and the others. As you can see, the more you put it like if the green. If I put it to the left, the less of like a fade. Does it go from white to green? As you can see, it's literally gone, but over here you can see it's a nicer fade. Now this is the same with the red. You can take over, you can have the black part, like the name black, be the color red, or you can have 3 letters. You can have 1 letter. Why did this create? Yeah, sometimes it's very tricky, this slider thingy. So yeah, you can have like 1 letter to be red, etc., etc. It's actually very weird. Now, personally, I will be going with this because it's white and black, and I'm a man in black. And if you don't like it, cry about it. Um, so yeah, over here even with two, you can see it way more clearly how the black is taking over, no racism, or the white taking over, no racism. Okay, so after you've chosen your colors, the second step is super simple. You can click here and it will automatically clip to your copy to your clipboard. Or if you have trust issues like me, you can select it and Control C and which will copy it. Then all you have to do is do slash nickname. Again, before as mentioned before, slash nick doesn't work anymore, so you can do slash nick. As you can see, it's not a command, but if you do slash nickname, then paste, it will then change your in-game name to match that RGB. It's as simple as that. Again, if it doesn't work, it's going to show you a weird red message saying what's happening. Like if there's a number or like a character that shouldn't exist, it's gonna be like, oh, this character shouldn't exist. Same goes with bold, same goes with everything italic. It's gonna just show a red error. And if you're having issues, you're more than free to open a ticket and Amount will definitely help you or a staff. Or if you want, you're more than free to DM me. I know I look cool as fuck right now. But yeah, you're more than free to DM me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Doing RGBs is doing RGBs has been a passion of mine for ages. So I really hope this tutorial helped you, and I hope that more people can do RGBs. Right now, I don't see a single nice RGB other than mine. For shame, truly. Either way, thanks for watching, and I hope this tutorial was helpful. And if you have any questions, again, feel free to open a ticket or DM me. Whatever, I don't mind. I see ya.